And well, I welcome for this weekly recap on the latest news in blockchain. If you are new here, I'm Julian, and on Eat the Blocks, I teach blockchain development. Hi, everybody in the chat. And for those who are new here and who want to know how they can become a six-figure blockchain developer, check out my free training. I put the link in the chat. All right, so we're gonna start with the price of Ether. So that was another good week. We didn't pass the resistance at 4,000, but we got very close. So hopefully this is gonna be for this week. So very positive week. Then let's see the news for Ethereum. So there is this new tool beaconchat.in that allow you to visualize the content of the Beacon chain. So that's the main blockchain, the backbone of Ethereum 2.0, which is making a lot of progress. Then there was this analysis published on Twitter that showed that a lot of Ethereum users are overpaying for their transaction. If you are not using the new EIP 1559, basically you are overpaying for your transaction. So this depends on the dApps. It doesn't depend on the user. So some dApps haven't updated yet, and so they, as a result, the user are paying an extra $1 to $3 million a day, and that's about 40% of transaction. Next, we have this news from MetaMask that now support ENS website. So basically, you can type in an ETH name like if it was in MetaMask, and it's going to decode basically this ENS URL. Okay, so next we have some news from an EIP to do signing with Ethereum. So now there is a website that show you this this work. So this is a specification work. They're still working on the spec, and hopefully it can become a standard in the future. There's an EIP, also EIP 4361. So this is a very important EIP to follow, because so far in blockchain we haven't really had a lot of success for a decentralized app for social media. But if we start to have signing with Web3, that would be a huge milestone, because everybody hates the signing with the social media website. All right, so next we have some news from ZK Sync, which is one of the leading L2 scaling solution for Ethereum based on the zero knowledge rollup. And so as a demo, they've implemented Uniswap on the network to showcase their capability. And so this is called Unisync. And this is working fine. Then we have some news from Arbitrum, which is about to which is discussing their new release that's going to be called Arbitrum Nitro, and so as a result of this increase, they're going to be a 20 to 50 time speed increase for the execution. So that's going to be a major improvement. Then on Arbitrum, so they've announced that they have deployed the Gnosis safe on the network, and so this is a very important piece of infrastructure, because many DAO, many projects rely on Gnosis safe to control their fund. So a lot of activity right now on Arbitrum. Next, we're gonna continue with the DeFi market cap. So this week, 95 billion. We keep climbing, and now we are very close to 100 billion. So maybe this is gonna be next week that we finally cross this threshold. It'd be really amazing, but we are really close to the all-time high. Next, let's see the biggest winner and loser for the DeFi token. So The token for the Keep network more than 100%, and that's because they are merging with another project. Then we have the Keeper DAO plus 80%, then MCDEX plus 55%, then Planet Finance plus 44%, then Alchemix plus 44%, and then the loser with Olympus DAO, Wonderland minus 20%, Vi minus 15, Deriva DAO minus 15, IDX minus 12. Okay, so next let's continue with the update for DeFi projects. So first we have a new DeFi project called Volmex Finance. This is a protocol for tokenized volatility on Ethereum. So traders can use this protocol if they want to buy or sell volatility on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and more. So this is something quite advanced. This is considered DeFi derivative, and they have a couple of VC behind them, and they are deployed. They've been deployed to Arbitrum mainnet. So Arbitrum at the moment is super popular. Next there is another new DeFi protocol called Pods. So this is an on-chain options protocol that allows to bootstrap options market for any ERC-20 using an algorithmic pricing model. So it is a sort of Uniswap but for options. And so who should use Pods? Well, you have traders, any sort of degens, of course, but also anybody who want to hedge, want to hedge their position by using options, for example. Then we have some news from FutureSwap. FutureSwap V4 is going to launch their mainnet beta, and this mainnet beta is going to be on Arbitrum L2, and so now their trades are going to execute in 0.05 seconds, so very fast. And so FutureSwap, this is a protocol for perpetual trading, so a little bit similar to DYDX. And I'm actually really proud of this news because FutureSwap, the CEO, was one of the first students of Eat the Blocks back, I think, in 2019, and I worked for them for a few months at the very beginning. So super happy to see an alumni of Eat the Blocks being super successful. Next we have some news from DYDX that is going to wind down their operation on layer 1, and they're going to move everything on layer 2. So I think that's the first time that we hear such a news. A DeFi protocol originally on Ethereum L1 that completely moved all its operation to L2. And probably we're going to see others. Then we are going to continue with the hack of the week. So first we have Index Finance that lost $16 million in hack, and apparently they found a hacker that did this. And that was typical DeFi exploit by using a flash loan. Next, we have report of a new kind of phishing attack, very sneaky. So basically, in this kind of attack, you have the website of the attacker like this with a built-in iframe here, where it looks like MetaMask, but it's not a pop-up. It's embedded in the website, and so of course, if you're going a little bit too fast, you don't notice this. It looks legit, except it's not the real MetaMask. So be really careful. Make sure that when you see MetaMask, it's the actual pop-up and it's not this new very sneaky kind of attack. Then we're gonna continue with the fundraising of the week. So Aurora raised $12 million. So this is a developer platform on the Near protocol. It allows developers to use smart contract from Ethereum on Near. So this is the category of developer tooling. Next, we have some news. We have some fundraising from a company called the Mako Group that raised 17 million, and so this is a crypto brokerage. So they aid institutionals and big company to trade crypto. And we have another money raised for a crypto broker. So this is a company called Shield Market, this French company that raised $10 million. And so same thing, they help institutional trade crypto. Then we have a big money raise from Celsius that raised $400 million. So this is one of the biggest money raised so far in crypto. Next, we're gonna continue with the news on NFT, and so we have some news from ENS. So a lot of news of ENS this week, and so now they support NFT avatar as a background image, and they also launched a new metadata service. So maybe that ENS in the future will be used for logging by social logging by using Ethereum. Next, we have some news from an NFT project called Metaverse Robots that made a lot of money last week. So I think in total they sold for $81 million of NFT. It went up very fast, and now the price of their NFT fell by 71%. So this is the first time that a NFT project is so volatile, and so I think we're probably at the end of the NFT bubble at the moment. Probably there's gonna be other NFT bubble, but now we can see that everywhere it's winding down a little bit. Doesn't mean that it's crashing. We're gonna have a lot of development, but maybe not as crazy as we had during the last few weeks. Okay, so then we have some news from TikTok. That launched the first NFT auction. So this is really cool because NFT can totally get a lot of traction on TikTok. So if we see TikTok influencer that start to use their NFT right and left, that's gonna be amazing. Then some news from Coinbase, which is going to launch their NFT marketplace, and they have 2 million email on their waiting list already. All right, so next, another NFT news. So we're gonna have SpongeBob and South Park NFTs thanks to a company called Viacom CBS, and so this is a company that recently received a big investment from a US millionaire called Steve Cohen a couple of weeks ago. Then big news from Binance. So Binance is going to launch a $1 billion growth fund for Binance Smart Chain. So absolutely huge. And so this is going to aim at mentoring developer community, provide academic scholarship, and basically helping builders. So I think this is a good idea because recently there wasn't a lot of momentum on Binance Smart Chain. There was a lot of momentum at the beginning of the year, but now in DeFi the momentum is mostly on Ethereum and L2 scaling solutions. So this is a good idea from Binance. Then we are going to continue with enterprise, blockchain, and regulation. And so the huge news of the week is that finally there's going to be a Bitcoin ETF that's going to be listed in the US, and it's supposed to happen today actually. So today is supposed to be the first day of this Bitcoin ETF. So of course that was a big reason of the recent Bitcoin rally. So finally, after all these years, after all these struggles, after um, all these efforts that were made, finally this is happening. So this is so groundbreaking, because that buys so much legitimacy for the crypto industry. So like after crypto have all these wins, have all these institutional who join, all these big guys, Wall Street that is getting more and more in crypto. This is amazing, because that means it makes it super difficult for government to backtrack on this and start to make crazy a crypto regulation, because there is just too much at stake. Now we are way past the point of no return. So that the Bitcoin ETF, that was probably the most bullish news that the crypto industry was expecting this year. So, and on top of it, in general, at the end of the year, the market is really bullish for crypto. So that's why I think I think really the bull market is going to be pretty strong until the end of the year. So super happy about this. This is really amazing. Then we have some news from A16Z, so the big investment fund of the Silicon Valley, and so they released a PDF for regulators to give them a couple of advice. So it's quite interesting, even though like regulation always seems a little bit boring, but it's quite interesting to see what they have to say. And so that's why they're doing this, because currently there is this huge proposal to regulate crypto in the US in the huge infrastructure bill, and a lot of proposals are really bad. So a lot of actors in crypto are trying to make suggestion to lawmakers in the US to improve the bill of crypto regulation. And this is another effort in this direction that we see from Coinbase. They also have a couple of tips for lawmakers that they publish on GitHub. Then we have some news from the CFTC, so a regulatory body in the US that has fined Tether and Bitfinex $42 million. And the biggest reason for that is because Tether isn't fully backed by US dollars. So the Tether saga, it just keeps on giving. Like even though sometimes you think that's the end of it, and no, the saga just never stops. But fortunately, the price of Tether still hold. There is no crash. So let's cross our finger that everything's gonna be fine for Tether. Next, I found this very interesting article about incorporating a Web3 company. So it is a bunch of advice, what kind of legal entity you want to use, what if you want to use a DAO, what kind of basically all sort of advice that as developer maybe we don't enjoy, we don't care about, but that are very, very important if you want to build your own blockchain project. All right, so next we have some news from Steam, the marketplace for video game, that has announced that they are not going to allow any app that issue or exchange crypto or NFT. I think this is a very, very stupid move by Steam, because in the meantime we had another gaming platform that announced they were totally open to NFT. I can't remember which one, but not all gaming platforms will agree, and NFT are probably going to be the future of games. So a very stupid move here from Steam. Next, some news from Uniswap that announced the former Obama spokesman, and that's because the scrutiny around DeFi is ramping up. So they want to make sure that they anticipate any move about the regulators. Then I have some news from the Bank of England that said that crypto has grown to twice the size of the subprime debt in 2008. So they are very concerned, and they want to quickly release some new regulation for crypto. Next, some news from Stripe that is hiring a crypto team 3 years after they ended the Bitcoin support. So they are flip-flopping. They are changing their opinion on crypto. Then some news from Square. So Square, the payment company, is building a Bitcoin. Is building a couple of Bitcoin mining rigs, and so this is the CEO of Twitter that said that, and so this is related to a previous announcement of Twitter that said that they're going to do some integration with Bitcoin, with maybe a way to reward creators with Bitcoin. Next, Visa is going to help creators learn more about NFTs and crypto. So Visa, which has made a couple of moves, very crypto friendly recently. They bought some CryptoPunk. They've made a transfer on a testnet of Ethereum. So let's see what they're going to come up with. Next, another big news this week was that the United States overtook China as the biggest mining hub for Bitcoin, and this comes in the wake of all the crypto ban in China. Next, we're gonna continue with news for developers. So had just announced that they are working on an extension for VS Code. Then there's this new tool, ethtx.info, for decoding transactions. You just have to paste your transaction hash, and it's going to help you to understand everything that happened in this transaction. And that's it for today. So now we're gonna do the Q&A. All right, so let's see what we have. Who we have here. So Batman, THX, Patrice, Chim, Chit Yang, Fame, Ferjani. Hello, Julian. When are you going to release a video in French? I'm not sure about that. Maybe one day, but yeah, I would love to, but I don't have time right now. One man, a reversal is coming in the market. You mean a positive reversal? Siam Tamda, hey Julian, I deployed my first flash on arbitrage on Binance Smart Chain from your course. Thanks, man. I have faith you will make some profit. Thanks a lot. Keep it up. Wow, great to hear this. All right. Then Synapse say, did Arbitrum get hacked today? No, I didn't hear this. Then Blu-ray, what you need to pay attention to is that it's actually not a pop-up. This one, as you can see, is by the URL at the end. Yes, yeah, you were talking of the new phishing attacks with a MetaMask clone. Yeah. Then Cyril, so ETF, ETB, same fight. Yes. Blu-rayer, it's a future ETF though, not backed by anything. Okay. Well, I mean, that's good to have something approved as ETF. I think the normal Bitcoin ETF is going to be approved very soon. Jim Bob, why would dev worry about national laws when we can create international products? Yes, but the problem is that we always live in a specific country, so it's we have to care about the law of where we live, unfortunately. So Pierre, it was Epic Games. Okay, so Epic Games said that they would welcome NFT game, contrary to Steam. THX, luckily, I got Minecraft to work with Steam. And when I start using ngCraft, Steam won't know that. Okay. Oh, interesting. So you found a trick. Blu-rayer. Because most of the crypto projects are created by companies and registered in specific countries, so they have to abide by laws, especially those in the UE, EU, and US if they sell the product there. Yeah, Jama, good morning. George, hi everyone. Tunka, are you French? Yes, I do. Fenta, can you explain crypto card? What's that? Is it, you mean the concept of crypto card, or this is the name of a project? Not sure what you ask. Jama Beans, how many NFTs should the project make? This is up to you, but one of the reference is a CryptoPunk that made 10,000 NFTs. Blue Rare, finger crossed for a real Bitcoin ETF. Yes, it's gonna happen very soon. Alright guys, so one last time, let me copy paste the link to my free training. If you want to become a 6-figure blockchain development, check out this free training. It's gonna give you some very useful tip. Oh yes, and last thing, so this week we're gonna do the second office hour call for the ETB hackathon. So currently we're doing a hackathon about an NFT collection, so everybody can participate. You can check out the GitHub repo of Eat the Blocks in the ETB project folder. You'll have the description of the hackathon. Alright guys, alright, so that's it for today. No more questions. Thanks everybody for coming, and I will see you soon on Eat the Blocks. Have a great week everybody. Bye.